Reese, let's start with you first of all. Your character, if you could only describe her in one word, how would you describe her?
Feisty.
Feisty. What is it about that role that drew you to it? I know you're working on a lot of things. What is it about this role that made you want to do it?
The script was beautiful. It just really told the story of the Lost Boys of Sudan in a beautiful way, the struggle of these children traveling thousands of miles across the desert just to find safety. And then the other aspect of them then coming to America and trying to assimilate to our culture, and all those things that we take for granted every single day are real privileges in our life.
Do you bring a different sensibility to this role as a mom?
Absolutely. I think as a mom, every story about a child just makes you feel that much stronger.
Arnold, what did you know about the Lost Boys before coming to this?
Unfortunately, I didn't know much about the Lost Boys, which is why being able to play the part of Mamere in such a film was it was like a godsend to me, because this journey is very personal to me. It's a personal journey. I come from a family of refugees. My father, I'm a son of a South Sudanese, so playing the part of Mamere was like I'm playing tribute to him, and I learned so much about my people and culture and things that I didn't learn before, because my father passed away when I was 2, so I didn't get to learn my South Sudanese heritage. So doing this film and being part of the journey, and it brought me closer to home, if you understand what I'm saying. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Brings me to you, Kuoth. You actually are from Sudan. You were in a refugee camp. You lost your dad in the war in Sudan in 1993, right? I don't even know where to go. I mean, how do you act in this film knowing your personal history? I mean, all that you've endured.
For me, besides my own personal history, I felt that it brought closure, in a sense, like for everyone that had gone through this. And it's still going through it today. And it was a journey to learn about myself. It's so inspiring to see these children go through this and somehow come out of it laughing, in a sense. And I learned so much about my own history that I didn't necessarily know, because I immigrated to the U.S. as a child. And we didn't really would talk about that stuff at home, because I think our parents protected us in such a way that they didn't really want us to know about the real issues that happened until we were grown up. And so for me, it was great. And now I feel like I know so much, where you can just ask me one question and I'll tell you off the bat. And it's great, just so that I can tell that story.
This is your acting debut. Now, I have to say this: we don't typically hear about the lost girls of Sudan, but that's who you essentially are. What do you want us to know about that part of the story?
What I want people to know is we have a commonality as humans, to learn about each other and to know where we come from. But also it's important because lost girls are usually pushed under the bat, because this is a story of it's not just boys. This happened to girls too, and it happened to a lot of people in the country that don't necessarily have a voice to tell their stories. And I think it's going to be great that they know that people care and they want to hear that women are validated.
Beautiful. Last question for all of you, real quick. What I really enjoyed about the film, in addition to the story, is that there are some wonderful, funny elements. Yardy, Great White Cow. I mean, what do you think of that whole that comedic element in this story?
I think it's important. The beginning of the film is definitely a very emotional experience. So when we get to the part in America, I think it's great that people can laugh at just the misunderstandings, and it makes it a lighter experience.